Good morning, Codger Biker here. Let's have a look at this GPS mount with Wolfgang in the house. Oi, keep your claws off my seat. Yes, well, hope these cloths will keep the cat from ripping my lovely seat. No. Anyway, here's the plan. I do have heated grips, and the thing about the Oxford heated grips is they are supposed to sense when the bike is off and turn themselves off. I say the word supposed. I'm going to find out whether it works or not. At the moment they are wired into the accessory socket in the headlamp, which turns itself off, so I don't have to worry about that. But I want to put them onto the other ACC socket. I think it's ACC1, I'll correct it if it isn't, which is permanently wired, because there are only two in the headlight, and the other one I want to use for my GPS, and I'd naturally like to have that switched. I bought this KTM GPS mount that fits on the handlebars there, so I can fit my TomTom on there. Note, there's no screen. Still no screen from Codger Biker. How long can this last? Surely it's a record. Well, I have got two screens, but I can't decide whether to put one on or not, and as I've not been able to ride, well, it's a bit of a moot point really. So anyway, the other job I'm going to do is when the garage installed the Oxford heated grips, they left all the wiring inside the headlight, so it's crammed full of wiring. Now I know why they've done that. It's because they've got some nice sockets to unhook them with, but I need to tidy that up first, so I'm going to do a little bit of simple soldering, heat shrinking to protect the joints and just get the wiring down to a minimum, and then add the GPS. So easily detached. Currently there's all this wiring from Oxford heated grips. This is all Oxford heated grips wiring, so I need to just simplify that down. It doesn't really need all that space. There's the fuse, and there's the ACC2, so that'll be, yeah, ACC1's permanently on, ACC2 is switched. You can see they're attached to the switch with a fuse, which is good. So what I'll probably do is take this cable here and shorten it. That'll be the easiest way. And then I'll attach the heated grips to ACC1, which is permanently on, because the Oxfords say they turn off when the bike stops. Be interesting to see if that works. And then on ACC2, which is the switch one, I'll attach the sat nav, and it's a very thin cable, so it should be able to feed it through one of these sides easily enough. In effect, the grips are now powered up from the battery, but they shouldn't be on because the bike's not running. It should know from the charging. Yeah, try if I can turn them on. I can turn them on. They are on. Let's see if they go off. They should go off hopefully in a minute. Oh dear. See if they warm up. Yeah, presumably when the voltage drops below a certain point, they shut themselves off. I hope they turn off, because it's still flashing several minutes later, but it does say battery saving mode, so I'm hoping they go off at some point. Can't see that they're going to flash that for days. Oh yeah, it's gone off. Look at that, on cue. Right, I didn't touch that, so that works. It's turned itself off. This is a KTM power part, the number of which is 641-129-92033. Navigation bracket complete with Navi halter comp. And a plastic bracket, so presumably you fit this with your position of choice. when we go for the ignition, let's see what happens. Power on. Whoa, TomTom, hooray! Okay, so here's the handlebar bracket. I've chosen to begin with to mount it at the back so that the sat-nav's not in the way of the speedo as much. Not so much the sat-nav, but the bracket when I'm not using it, because it will just sit there when I slide the sat-nav off. Later on I might move it forward, because I wasn't actually going to intend to use the sat-nav as the speedo. Why not? It tells you the speed, tells you the time. There's not a lot of information on the bike anyway, so anyway, we'll see how it goes. At the moment I'm going to mount that back so that I can still see the actual speedo. That's the plan anyway. There were no instructions in the packet. It does say go to download here, but I've looked, I can't find it, so I'll have to use my initiative. As it says KTM that way, I'm going to mount it that way. I'm guessing these collars would go into the plastics to strengthen them, and then presumably, as these bolts are included, then they would go into the handlebar mount. Quite a difference, that. Surprising me, that. Okay. That seems to be very solid. No, sat nav on. Go either way. Right. There's your handlebars. Turn on. Sat nav. Okay. Well, let's update my maps. I'll tidy up the headlight. Better leave the power on. Okay, when you're not using it, you can take it off and you're left with that view, which is why I put the power supply back a bit rather than forward, so I can still see the LCD when it's not on. And I have to tell you, this TomTom, it gets moisture in the TFT. What is it with these things? Again, you know, if they're going to put them on a motorbike, they need to fill this void at the front and not leave an air gap. There you go. Of course, now I've got the sat-nav slightly above the headlight. It's a perfect excuse to fit a little screen to just cover up to there. A little fly screen or some sort. I do have a couple in mind. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to test it without first. Codger Biker is out!